Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are you doing today? My name is Tiberius and we are going to take a look at this Holosun HS510c. Let's go. I must say, guys, the more and more I get to handle Holosun optics and the more I get to shoot them, the more and more impressed I am. You know, they give you such a great value. The optics have been very durable, lots of cool features, and then the prices just can't be beat. And that's why I call them the best value optic on the market. Now, this particular optic, when I saw it a few years ago, I actually thought for a second it was a holographic sight, something similar to an EOTech. Which it isn't. It's a red dot sight, but in some ways it took a lot of the best features from a holographic sight like an EOTech, mixed it with some of the best features from a traditional red dot, and that's what we're going to go over when we look at this particular optic. You know, one of those unique features is going to be the reticle and how you can switch it between 3 different versions of the reticle. Now this one here is similar to a holographic type sight where you have a 65 MOA circle, and then inside that you have a 2 MOA dot. And if you press and hold the down arrow, you're going to see it switch to just a 2 MOA dot. Press and hold the down arrow again, you go to only the 65 MOA circle. Press and hold the down arrow one more time, and it goes to a 65 MOA circle back to, with the 2 MOA dot in the middle. So that's kind of cool that you can change reticles. Another very unique feature of this particular optic is going to be the solar panel. Right here, this is the solar panel that what it runs on most of the time. It also has a battery backup. It takes a CR2032 battery. And the battery life is going to be up to 50,000 hours as long as you're using that 2 MOA dot. Most of the time it will run off the solar panel, but then it will switch automatically as it needs to, and you really don't even know that it's switching. I think this optic would be a great optic for somebody who's a prepper or someone getting ready for the zombie apocalypse, because you can take this battery out and run it only off the solar panel, which is pretty cool. To turn the optic off, if you press and hold both the down and the up arrows at the same time for a few seconds, turns it off. Then if you press either one, the up or down, for a few seconds, that will turn it back on. This reticle has Holosun shake awake technology, which means if you leave it for a few hours, it's going to turn off, but the second you move it or shake it, the optic turns right back on, which is great for preserving battery life, but also I don't really think you need to turn this optic off. It's kind of an always on type optic in my opinion, but you can do either one. It also has an auto brightness adjustment. If you want the optic to adjust the brightness for you, you can. The way you turn that on and off is by holding down the up arrow. So I'm going to hold the up arrow. If you watch the reticle, it's going to flash. Now it's on automatic brightness adjustment. If you hold the up arrow down again, it's going to flash. Now we're back into manual adjustments. I prefer to manually adjust the brightness myself and not have the reticle do it automatically. Those brightness settings that we have mentioned a few times and those up and down arrows are right here. It has a 10 brightness adjustment for daytime plus 2 night vision settings, which is great. And they are very much recessed, so you're not going to hit them accidentally. The body of the optic is made from a T6 6061 aluminum like most, so it should be pretty durable. One thing that makes this unique is it has this hood that goes over it. There's 2 screws there. 2 screws on this side as well, and that hood is made from a titanium alloy, which is extremely durable and should help protect the optic a little bit as well. You know, a big advantage of the holographic sight is how durable they are. You know, even if you break the glass on like an EOTech, typically the optic is still going to work. On a red dot like this Holosun here, if you break this front glass, your optic is done. So having that titanium alloy hood is a good thing. The mount that it comes with it is an absolute co-witness mount, and as you see here, it has a quick detach lever. And I'm typically hesitant with quick detach levers, but this one's good because it has a lock built into it, and you need to depress this button to unlock the mount. So it definitely shouldn't come open under recoil in any way. The elevation adjustment is on top. See right there, windage is on the side, and they are half MOA adjustments per click. Another feature that makes this similar to an EOTech style optic is going to be how parallax free it is, or close to it anyway, and this huge field of view. If we compare it to a traditional tube style optic, which is so hard to line up, you can really move this optic left to right and not be lined up right over it and still see the red dot, where the tube style you lose the red dot much easier. Now this should allow you to have a really good situational awareness and also easily be able to shoot with both eyes open. This optic is waterproof down to 1 meter for up to 30 minutes, and it's 100% dust proof, which of course we will test. The weight, it comes in around just right around 8 ounces, and then the cost is great. The cost for an optic like this is going to be around $300. Of course, I'll put a link in the description because the prices will always change as time goes on, but that's why I say a Holosun is going to give you the best value for your money. Some of the competitors, the Vortex holographic sight or the Huey, comes in around $350 to $400 and weighs slightly over 11 ounces. The EOTech 512 comes in around $450, weighs around 11 ounces. Granted, that's one of EOTech's older sights. And then the night vision version of the 512 is going to be the 552, and that comes in around $550. The EOTech XPS2 is one of their newer ones. That one comes in around $550 and weighs around 9 ounces. And as you can see, I put the battery life up on the screen for all of these holographic sights, and they're 500 to 1500 hours. And that's just how holographic sights are, where this particular Holosun is going to get you 50,000 with the solar panel backup, or the solar panel is the main source and the battery is the backup. So huge win on value and battery life and being able to change the reticles. So guys, I don't normally train in full kit. I'm a civilian. We're not allowed per the state law to have loaded rifle mags in our vehicles, so the chances of me having my plate rack and my battle belt and my rifle with me when shit hits the fan is very unlikely. So I train for the probable, and I'd rather have my pistol and a few magazines, and that's what I carry on me every day. With that said, I just signed up for the tactical games in August in Pennsylvania, and you wear at least 15-pound plate carrier, battle belt, your rifle, the whole 9 yards. So today's the beginning of running around and getting used to wearing my full kit here. Main thing is we're testing this Holosun optic, and that's the main thing. We're out here. I'm sorry it's going to be so far away. It's raining really good, and I don't want my camera to break, so you're going to stay in the shed, and I'm going to go mess around and do some shooting. We have taken this optic to the range on 3 separate occasions and put a total of 600 rounds through the rifle with the optic attached. And it was not a gentle 600 rounds. The optic was thrown on my back, or the rifle was thrown on my back a whole bunch. Did a lot of running, army crawls, pulling giant hoses, running up and down berms, and all sorts of running around and nonsense to prepare for the tactical game. So it was a rough 600 rounds. In my opinion on the optic and Holosun hasn't changed. All of my experiences with Holosun have been very, very good. I call them the value brand because they give you a very durable optic, lots of cool features, at a very, very affordable price, and that's one of the reasons I own 3 Holosun optics. I'm going to leave this on that black rifle that you always see. That's kind of my testing rifle. Anytime I test a rifle accessory, it's on that rifle. So this optic should get quite a few rounds through it over the next couple months, and I will let you know if I experience any problems or issues. With that said, really love the huge field of view on this optic. I love how you can switch the reticles. You have 3 different options there, and more than anything else, I really love the battery life and the ability to run the optic off of the solar panel. If someone is looking for an optic for like an SHTF type scenario, if that's your thing, this would definitely be a good option, because if you can't get batteries or the battery dies, it will still run off the solar panel if it's not too dark out. So great optic for that also. As always, thank you very much for watching my video. It is truly appreciated. I hope you enjoyed it. If you could do me those 2 favors. 1, click the like button. Really helps us out way more than you can imagine. Number 2, go ahead and click subscribe. This way you get notified when we come out with new videos. I will see you all next time. Peace.